A few people have asked me to talk about Kiyayoung. She was a pregnant woman who was unalived in Columbus, Ohio during a dispute with the police. I'm going to show y'all a glimpse of the footage. However, I can't show all of it for obvious reasons. So I'm going to post the full thing on my Twitter.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car. 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 They said you stole stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
That was officer number one's perspective. Now I'm going to show you officer number two's. Keep in mind, officer number one has already asked her to step out of the vehicle multiple times, and he even says stop at the beginning, which leads me to believe that he saw her getting ready to put her car into gear.
Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
Back in service 1828.
Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Shots fired.
The police got a call about several individuals stealing alcohol from a grocery store. Kiyayoung was believed to be one of these individuals. And while this situation is still fresh and I have yet to find any concrete evidence that she was one of those individuals, these are the actions of a guilty woman. But never mind that. The moment that she started driving that car became a deadly weapon. And let's assume that she didn't steal anything. I don't think the best way to prove your innocence is by running over an officer of the law. And we can make the argument that she saw a pew-pew and feared for her life, but what part of driving off was going to make that situation any better? But y'all know me, I had to do some research. And according to the Franklin County Municipal Court records, this was not her first run-in with the law. She actually had a warrant out for her arrest due to disobeying a restraining order that her own grandmother put out on her. She also had some minor infractions before, like a bunch of speeding tickets, but I want to make note of two specifically. In 2022, she was charged with petty theft, and in 2021, she was charged with fleeing an officer and failure to comply, as well as disorderly conduct. Sounds familiar. I've seen a lot of media outlets and protesters make this about race and activism when it's not about race whatsoever. That woman was a year older than me. This is about teaching our kids that they don't need to respect police officers. This is about people thinking they can get away with any and everything. If y'all do the research and look up those charges, you'll notice that a lot of them were either dismissed or she failed to show up in court. This is about people lacking accountability and then being turned into martyrs for doing so. It pains me that people are not being taught to respect the proper authorities. But what pains me even more is the fact that her unborn child and her already born children had to pay for those mistakes.